So recently I was given a ton of old computers. I have these compact ones and Dell and monitors and TV screens and that kind of stuff. So it's actually very handy for spare parts, even just fans or power supplies. I can always use that for an arcade machine. Floppy drives I can use, but also I want to build. I have a cab, MAME cab, that's in my room that you see in the videos and the music videos, and that's running a Macintosh, an iMac laptop, and running MAME. So and then there's an LCD screen. So ideally, I'd like to have this monitor, this TV, being the display and running on a PC. So I'm going to strip down one of these. I'd say probably this one because that's running XP already, and then put a MAME, and then find an XP what's it called? MAME UI. There's a name for it, I forget, I'm blanking out. But anyway, in all these I was given a lot of keyboards, a lot of mouse, and also these Dell speakers. Now I have speakers I don't really need more, I think. Well, I thought, but then I realized why the sound was actually so low in my Double Dragon cabinet is because I don't have an amplifier. There's an amplifier on the PCB, there always is, but you need an actual sound amplifier to get a correct sound. So I'm gonna strip those guys, and these are actually not bad speakers. They're 2-watt speakers, so I'm gonna use these instead of the 3-watt and the 0.5 watt I have in there. I'm gonna use these speakers, but it actually comes. That's the amplifier one. It actually comes with an amplifier. This takes 12 volts. This is the outlet for the second speaker, so I can use that already. And then here is this is to the speaker, to the second speaker, and this is the audio coming in. So I can actually use that as an amplifier board. It already has a sound control. So there you go. I'm gonna strip all that and then put that in my cabinet. And I've already all the connections there, so I don't really need to rig much. But instead of buying one, they're not expensive. They're about, I don't know, $20 plus shipping, or €20 plus shipping, so it's maybe €30 altogether. But this is free. This is €30 I can spend somewhere else. Wow, the dryer is making a lot of noise. Anyway, okay, let's put that in the cab. Rush this before my phone dies, but I got a couple of coin doors. I got this vertical one, which is not actually the one I want to put in my cabinet, but it's always going to be handy. But all the mechanics, well, not all the mechanics were there on both doors, so I actually got those two to get a whole door assembly complete. And I got this one that I just stripped, and I'm just treating for rust, so it's actually coming along nicely now. I'm gonna clean it with clear water, and this is the frame for it that I stripped as well. Not completely, but I'll go at it with a wire brush and a few parts that were with it. But with all that, I can actually make a whole complete assembly with this, so it's gonna be perfect, and I have spare parts if I need. I won't be too far off from a complete assembly for this, but I'll be missing a few bits that I can always get, somewhere else. So there you go. So I'm just dipping all this in vinegar to get the most of the rust off, and then gonna leave that overnight and come back tomorrow. So right now I'm priming my coin door, just letting this dry, and then I can do the other side. I'm just using auto spray paint. It's not ideal, but it'll do the job for me. Ideally you want them powder coated, like most things that you paint, but you can get a very nice finish with spray paint, and it's it's for my own arcade. Most people do it that way anyway. You can't really afford to powder coat. So I'll do the other side, actually putting 2 coats of primer, because they were very, very thin coats I put in. So I'm gonna let that dry for an hour to do the other side, put a second thin coat. You know, it's not totally uniform, and then I can move on with my coat of black. There you go. Moving on. Bit of an update on the sound amp. So I've rigged in this sound amp. So the sound is coming from the jammer harness from here. It's coming from here going into the amp. I've actually tied the right and left together because that's mono, but this is a stereo, so I want the sound to come from both sides. And then this is going to one of my speaker. I have the other one already up there, just connected through here, and it's plugged in the switching, so it should work. There's actually there's a pot on this, and there's a light, so that should tell me whether it works or not. So we'll plug it in and see what happens. Hopefully it won't blow. Okay, the light is on. That's good. Hey! Oh yeah. So I can actually lower the pot here. And then there you go. Excellent, cool. So I'll tidy all this. I'll put this back up, and then we can move on to the coin door, which I just finished. Actually, I might show you this now. Let me lower this a bit. So this is the coin door all finished. I need a 10p sign there, or see if I can find euro signs. But yeah, it cleaned up quite well. Still a bit of traces of pitting, but that's okay. I don't like it to be too smooth. It's all nice and clean on the inside. I can't quite get the mechanics to work yet. The coin still falls here, but that's okay. You know, it's mostly cosmetic here at this stage. Having the coin door, because you know I have the coin up buttons over there on both sides, on the underneath. So it's mostly cosmetic. Really, if I'm honest. But there you go. So let's tidy this sound system, and then we can move on to the coin door. There you go. That's the coin door in. That looks all right. So there wasn't much to it. Essentially, it's. Oh, there you go. I need to tighten that. It goes all the way around. Actually, maybe it's supposed to. I don't know. Let's see. So yeah, it's just a matter of cutting a hole down. It's actually quite tight and it's not going to move, but I can secure it here. Still, it's actually holes here for you put a bar and then it just secures it against the wood. So I'll do that afterwards. And I put this in place so you can't remove it by hand anymore. Just put two brackets here. I didn't show you that. It's mostly just cutting wood on you. Sorry. There you go. So yeah, and so right now the coins still fall down here, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if these works. Essentially, there's one little screw here that you use to set the depths of the width of the coin that's supposed to go in it, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything right now. So there's no point. And this is the micro switch. So it's essentially there's a little metal bar here, and as the coin falls through that slot, it lowers that little bar. Can I actually grip it? And then activates the switch. So that's connected to this, and it coins up the game. And then here you get the hole for your lights that go in here. So I can actually plug that in already. I might do that. And they come in a. Do I have it here? I might have one spare one here. Yeah, I have a few spare ones indeed. So these. There we go. No. Oh. yeah, they're all attached to it. There you go. Loom. Yeah. So this is from another machine. Actually, from the original machine, but these just slide in here, and you connect that to your 12 volt. So I'm actually going to do that. Get rid of all these and connect that to a 12 volt, and at least I'll have light here. That'll be cool. Yeah, next job. And there you go. Just plugged in these. It's pretty simple. I just tied them together and tidied everything. But yeah, so the light fixtures sit on this, and then it's just a matter of plugging this into the 12 volt. I've actually plugged these already. I can show you how it works if you can find a small screwdriver. Would this fit? No. Maybe this. So as the coins fall down, there you go. And essentially this bar extends to here. So as the coin falls down here, this bar drops. And actually, is that on the right tab, or should be the bottom one? Because it clicks when it goes back up. Yeah, okay. So there you go. That's pretty much everything plugged in. And I was wondering, actually, I might, because I've left with those two holes here. There was a key here, but I don't need that anymore because I can open through here. And the only thing is this guy actually drops like that, so I'm gonna have to find a way to maybe just get a lock here and drill. Is there a small groove here? Yeah, there is. There's a small groove, so it's actually just get another key just to secure that place, just to make sure it doesn't fall, because this is where the coins actually go then afterwards as they drop into this guy. All the coins drop here. I have a mix of bolts and stuff like that, but I suppose I don't really have to worry about that yet, because this isn't quite working, the mechanical part of it. So I'm not sure exactly what I need to do. I need to research that. I don't know enough about these, but at least it's here. It's tidy and it lights up, and it doesn't quite lock. Yeah, maybe I need to tighten it. Anyway, but yeah, really cool. What I need to do is print another one of these and put that here. It's actually just an overlay, paper overlay. So I'll get another one and put that here. But it's all lit up and it looks good. There you go. Focus. Yeah, there you go. So that's a lot of it done now. I'm not sure whether I'll do another video or not. Still haven't decided on the side art. I don't know. Maybe I will. And so the next job is actually, yeah, actually I'll have to do another video, because the next job is actually find a few more boards to put in this, and get a JAMA switcher. So we're not quite done yet.